Hey there, Bridge family, it's Pastor Jeff, and today I'd like to talk to you about your personal role, your privilege, and your responsibility as an ambassador, as a modern-day prophetic ambassador, that you are one Christian who's been created, called, commanded, and commissioned to go forth speaking on behalf of the one true living God. His name's Jesus. And I'd like to use some illustrations that have come out of our time of discipleship this morning. You see, friend, I pray that you will recognize that as a believer, especially if you recognize your privilege to be a leader in a dark and fallen world, as a living light, as an ambassador of Christ, you are a leader. And with that leadership comes great privilege and responsibility. Again, the essence of being an ambassador for Christ, 2 Corinthians 5:20. In this, I pray that you will see that you've been called to be a T-9, and a tow truck. That you personally, you've been called to be a T-9 and a tow truck. If you are a prophetic ambassador, one who speaks on behalf of God, you've been made for problems. Prophets were made for problems. And oftentimes those problems can be problem people. And with the passion of God, you're to do the purging that comes from truth in love. Now a T-9, some of you may say, what do you mean T-9? A T-9 is what we in the United States would recognize to be a gigantic bulldozer. In Kenya, we're said to be prophetic T-9s when we champion Christ. We are those bulldozers that God will send through a forest of sin. The bulldozers, the T-9s that clear out anything and everything. And that's exactly what truth in love is meant to do. And we're also called to be tow trucks. Tow trucks are those that deal with the problems of broken down vehicles. And they're sent, and then they're used to carry broken down vehicles to the place of restoration. And so I pray that you see in a loving way, in a bold and humble way, with thunderous humility, that you will be the T-9 that doesn't waver, doesn't move. God is sending you to clear out that straight and narrow way. And that you'll also be that blessed holy tow truck that recognizes that you were made to help carry the broken down to the place of restoration. I pray that you personally, Christian, will be one of those holy heralds that embraces the both and, the privilege and the responsibility to be God's T-9 and God's tow truck, no matter what. Amen and amen.